Hello and welcome to Puzzles Anonymous. My name is Kevin and I'm a puzzle addict, and we have a special video today. It's come to my attention that the New York Times game section has a new beta puzzle, Strands, and I want to try it out on video for the first time. So I've never played this. The only thing I know about it is that it's similar to a word search, and some of the stuff I was reading also compared it to Spell Tower. I've noticed in general that the Times, I think, is trying to. I think they're nervous about Puzzmo, which is weird because I mean the Times is the standard of gaming, and like I love Puzzmo, but like I don't think they're in trouble. I don't think Puzzmo's going to take them down. But the whole idea, I think I've talked about Puzzmo a little bit before. The whole idea of Puzzmo is it's supposed to be like a games page, similar to like what the newspaper had. You go here, you see everything in one place. And honestly, since Puzzmo came out, like the Times redesigned their app to have like a layout that looks more like this. Hopefully this is visual on the camera. Same, like they made it more of a everything in one place design, and now they're, if this article I read is correct, literally copying a puzzle from Spell Tower. So their nervousness is my gain if it means more puzzles that I can play. So let's try out Strands. It's in beta, so that means, you know, they're trying a new idea, and if it's no good, they'll junk it and never do it again. But let's see how to play. Find theme words to fill the board. This feels a lot like Spell Tower. Theme words stay highlighted in blue when found. Drag or tap letters to create words. If tapping, double tap the last letter. Theme words fill the board entirely. No theme words overlap. Oh, so it's not just finding words, but theme was right there. They have to like connect. There's a spangram. Spangram describes the puzzle's theme and touches two opposite sides of the board. It may be two words. Spangram highlights in yellow when found. Example spangram with corresponding theme words. Cool. If you find non-theme words, you get hints. Okay, I don't know if I want hints, but yeah, maybe I'll show you Spell Tower really quick, just to give you an idea of what I meant. Maybe I was going too fast. Spell Tower is this. I'm bad at Spell Tower. I'm not like a puzzle master. I feel pretty confident with crosswords just from years and years of experience. I think I like trivia. I know a lot of words, but there's nothing about my mind that is particularly strong on puzzles, but I enjoy them quite a bit. But basically, you know, Spell Tower is finding words in this jumbled mess, and you're trying to clear the board. You're trying to get as many points as possible. There's a few neat tricks. These highlighted letters, which tend to be the rarer letters, will clear an entire line. So let's see if I can just get a simple one. I don't even know if I can. This is Z. Z is a letter. So if I got Z, it would clear this entire line, which I wouldn't want to do right now because the A has the multiplier. And if you get that, then you can get more points. So you're trying to both clear the board and get my maximum points. I actually see a word here. No, I was wrong. No, I am. I do see a word here that can get me 2 multipliers. So let's try that. I'll do laciest. So if you see, because I'm hitting 2, it gives me times 3 points. And then anytime you have 5 or more letters, it clears all the letters around it. So that's a good way to start clearing out the board. But then you run into problems here because, like, look at this up here, SLWCL. How do I do that? So the thing I'm bad at in Spell Tower is kind of planning out, like, okay, once this word's gone, it's going to drop these down and kind of positioning the next move for the next move. So that's a struggle for me. And then they created a new one, which is Cube Clear, which is kind of supposed to make you better at Spell Tower, but I haven't put enough time into it for that to actually be true. But the way you can do that is like this one, it's a smaller grid and your goal is specifically to clear everything, but they have an undo button. So I see hate just as a word right here. I'll do that. If I don't like that, we'll do an undo. But you can also like get a series of words. Tut's a word, right? Yeah, like tut tut. So then if you get a few words in and decide later like, ooh, you know what, I don't like that, I want to go back, but I don't want to go back to the beginning, I go back to when I just had hate. So that's a way to kind of practice it. So now that I think about it more, I should do more of Cube Clear. It could be helpful for me. But now let's do strands. So we are looking for, there's 8 words, and we're not just looking for words, but we're looking for words that share a theme. I think finding the spangram is going to help me quite a bit. But also, they said that finding non-theme words still gets you points towards a hint. So let's just, if I see a word, I'm going to do it. So let's do, oh, it doesn't have the typing. Step your game up. In Puzzle, you can just type and it finds the path. I just hit, what do I do to submit? Okay, yeah. So that wasn't part of it, but it moves me towards a hint. This is going to be a lot of time of seeing me just stare at stuff. What about tear or tear? That get us anything? No. What about rates? Nothing. But we got a hint now. I think I said like 2 minutes ago, I don't need no hints, but now that I see it, it's a bit tricky. Okay. Is the hint for a single word? Because I can't think of anything in there that would do it. Or is it just saying those are together? Let's try peering. Or just peer. Or deer. Another hint. Oh, they won't give me a hint if they won't give me a hint until I find that one? What about glue? Yeah, now I'm just wasting hints. Is it supposed to be that the hints are a word? Yeah, the hints are word. What word has envy? Okay. Wait, why didn't you? Oh, once it's blue, it's set. So honestly, okay, I think I might have this already because envy is such an uncommon word, and I think there's one category where envy always comes up, and I already see something else related to this, but it always comes up in the 7 deadly sins, and I also see sloth here. So there we go. We got another. So it's probably the 7 deadly sins. I don't actually know the 7 deadly sins. I know greed, which I see one of these. So let's, okay, we got envy. Ooh, here is sins. But, okay. So that's a hint there because, yeah, I really think sins is going to be the spangram. Ooh, this is probably going to be gluttony here. Oh, so the spangram is going to be from, it doesn't have to span left to right. It could be top to bottom. No. I didn't want a hint. I wanted this. Crap. I wanted to see about the spangram highlights in yellow. It describes the puzzle theme and touches 2 opposite sides of the board. So it's not necessarily left to right. But I got lost, and actually I realized what I was doing wrong here. It's not, people call it deadly sins, but it's actually going to be cardinal sins. And then from that, we should be pretty close. Again, okay, we got lust, sloth, gluttony, envy, greed, wrath is another one. And then pride is going to be the last one. And that should shut it down. We'll see if they added music for this one, like the crossword. Nope. Oh my God, there was a theme the whole time, which was don't do it. So it's referring to don't do these sins. Okay, so it shows you okay, if you get hints, those get counted for you. So it shows you how many hints you needed before you found the words, and it doesn't count. So words that don't go for hints, this is the first thing I've done this morning. I haven't had my coffee yet. I've had a little water. Words that give you 1/3 of a hint don't show up on this. It just shows you how many hints you used to get the words. Yeah, this is a fun idea. It's hard to judge a puzzle by your first time doing it. So I'm going to have to do a few more of these to decide if I like it. But on its face with one time, I think the idea is fun. It kind of mixes the word search with the idea of having themes, which is fun and unique. Maybe it's not just a Puzzle ripoff for that reason. I'm a little skeptical of how many septets with a theme that they'll be able to find, but that's not my job. That's the Times' job, and they have people who do that. So maybe we'll do that one some more. Let's hit the mini really quick, and then that didn't take so long. So let's actually do Thursday's puzzle. Speedrun mode, 2 or 3 typically in mini golf par, like a cake made without eggs, probably vegan. Nintendo character in purple overalls, Wario, Waluigi, candle option, don't know. If Barking Dog is actually saying, don't know. Double Nintendo things, agree. Bad car, rainy. Some German cars, VWs, and not to mention. Yeah, I got caught up on the purple overalls because I was thinking Waluigi definitely wears purple. That nasty, nasty man. I didn't realize Wario also wears purple. I was thinking him as like yellow, but I think that's his face. Wario. Yes. Oh, I'm thinking of the hat. So the hat is yellow, but the overalls are purple, like a pinkish purple. Yeah, Waluigi is the purple hat. That's why I thought of him. Yeah, I like the Wario and Peach crossing there. I mean, there's a lot of things they've been cued with Peach, but the fact that they chose to do Nintendo was an intentional choice by Joel. All right, let's do a Thursday. Joe O'Neill, I think, is another name that I recognize. That might be another frequent flyer on the New York Times crossword section. I'll also say nothing. I'm just going to get into it. Joe O'Neill. Let's see. No, debut. Maybe I just recognize it because it's a generic-ass name. No offense, Joe O'Neill. All right. Okay. We have already, this is a fairly well laid out poem. It's just going to be 4 lines. I think it's going to be 2 roads diverged in a wood, but it's like, I have no idea where to even begin on these themes because it's going to be, a modern reimagining. So I don't really know what the words are going to be. So I think we just got to start with the downs. But honestly, I want to look this up because this came up. My girlfriend and I actually solved a crossword together the other day. We've done a few of them. And there was a clue that was like first word of a famous Robert Frost poem. And we thought it was 2. But then I was a little confused because I always thought the 2 roads line was later in the poem, which now I see that it is. But then we're like, I think it's also at the beginning of the poem, which we realized it was because that was the correct answer in the puzzle. So I'm just going to look at this. Because, I mean, who knows? It could be a completely different Robert Frost poem. Maybe this is cheating a little bit to look it up, but it also says Robert Frost Classic, so it's probably this one. But I do just want to refresh my mind, especially because the answer is not going to be this. It's going to be a modern retelling of this. So this is only going to help me a little bit. But 2 roads diverged in yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling with this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages since. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. Reading that, I feel like I've never read the full poem. There's sections in there where I was like, what? This is brand new to me. So yeah, we're just going to do the downs and try to get some letters on this. This is going to be really tricky because I think I know what they're doing. There's a chance it's a different Robert Frost poem, but more likely it's referencing that. And because it's only 4 lines here, they're probably referencing just this famous chunk here. Two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. But in a modern retelling, who the hell knows what this can be? So let's just get some letters. String violins, don't know. Exclamation from Bill the Cat, don't know. Bon mot is like a good word, nice things. Some barnyard sounds can be so many, but one of the few ones that would be, so it's plural, so there's an S at the end, so we're looking for a 5-letter word, and one of the few long ones is nay. But looking at one across, that seems sketchy. It could be an ISBN, which is like a barcode. Culture, settlers. It ain't that. B school, subject. Okay, so we're wrong already, but let's just keep going. Makes shorter in a way, maybe cuts. Long. It's probably like yearn or ache. Ache would fit. Let's try it. Org chart figures. Maybe CEO. It could be a lot of people. Let's start with CEOs. Like Tapari, don't know. Sooner or later. I don't know. Opens up in a way. I don't know. Bill Clinton and Barack Obama astrologically. Do people know presidents' birthdays? I think a lot of presidents had birthdays in February, and that's why President's Day is in February. But there's like, I don't really believe in astrology much. I don't think there's anything about whatever star sign is in February that makes you more likely to be a president. But I do know that there's only so many astrological signs that are 4 letters. Aries is the one I can think of. Is that even a thing? Ares? Is that the Greek god of war? No. Yeah, the god of war is Ares. The sign is Aries. Got Leo. Megan, if this is the one where you decided to start watching my channel, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We have the Leo, there's the Cancer, there's the Sagittarius, there's the Gemini. Maybe it is Aries and I'm wrong about the spelling. Oh well. Help around the house. House is capitalized, so it's referring to proper noun, probably the House of Representatives. So this is probably, what are they called, pages? Or am I confusing that with NBC 30 Rock? It's either an aide at AIDE or a page. Let's start with page. Lowest of the low. Don't know. Subject of the mnemonic. Divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. In Broadway 6, that's Henry VIII's wives. Is the answer just wives? It seems weird that it's specifically referencing 6. I thought that one was around beforehand. Well, let's look at 20. Loses a lap. Is rises. So nays is wrong. Rises. It's like an old puzzle. Be like, what? I don't know, something about it is like, you only have a lap when you're sitting. You don't have a lap when you're standing. A lap is specifically like the platform when you're sitting down. So if you rise, if you stand, you don't have a lap anymore. You are losing a lap. Talking anything with culture setters now I have this. No. It's going to be something like culture, like bacteria culture. I was thinking SCOBY, because I was actually thinking about kombucha yesterday. But we're short one letter. Unless this is a rebus, but I don't think it's going to be, because we already have the theme. We have a few letters for this. Doesn't seem... There's not a 2 there. I might have to be looking into other Robert Frost poems. Whatever, let's keep going with the downs. Featuring, I don't know, some church assemblies. Choirs, maybe. Athlete who snaps. Don't know. Features of a dirty campaign. Attack ads. I can't think of a short word for that. Andante and largo are tempos, and the plural of tempo is tempi. Scene sound. So this is going to be like not being able to see sound, but this is going to be a sound for scene. Like, I see it. Let's try it. It's Thursday. Who knows? Get into it rustically. So it's probably fighting. What's a rustic way to fight? Wrestle. Maybe. This came up recently. Wrestle was spelled like Rassle, and I was very upset. High class. I don't know. Maybe elite. Go off on. Rant at. I don't know. Actor J.B. Smoove of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Message on a cake in Alice in Wonderland. Don't know. Pirate costume staple. Peg leg. No. Eye patch. Shiver me tenders. Lil Nas X has been a clue a whole bunch of times this year. I feel bad for Nas, the rapper Nas, who I'm sure before Lil Nas X was probably a clue a lot because it's common letters, and now every single time I've seen that clue, it's been clued to Lil Nas X, who is referencing him. But I think they want to give the newer reference to prove that they're hip and they're with it. Ducka, 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 ducka. Like clothes in a hamper, probably dirty. They could be clean too. Sometimes you take them out and then you put them in there. So shoot, we might come back to that. Variety, don't know. Sampler suggestion, maybe try one. I don't know. Fat chance, as if. Throw, probably toss. Prime Cuts brand, don't know. Is brush off one word, or is this something else? Is this like Brushovs? Is it like a Russian oligarch? Meh. So, maybe. Let's try it. Novelist Jennifer, don't know. Cunning, don't know. Smidge would be like a tad or a bit. Tad. Let's do tad. Word often shortened to its last letter by texters. I don't know. Vessel with a tap, probably a keg. Throw, I don't know. Okay, this is definitely not enough to get us the theme, so I think we have to do some others. Culture setters don't know. A subfield of the B. I don't know what a B school is. I think something's wrong here. I feel like calculus would maybe be. I don't know. Spill the beans. Blab, which would make this aid. Why'd you spill your beans? Yes, I guess page is like. Maybe pages are. I don't know. Whatever. Something of wisdom. Don't know. Protagonist who would just as soon kiss a Wookiee is Leia, so aid was right. Still don't know that one. Denigrates. I don't know. Security camera, 2 letters, CCTV. So that section's going well. Things that Howard no longer requires. SATs, maybe? Long time. An eon. Layered rock. Shard. Shale. That's the one. Blank Africa. Nickname of singer activist Miriam Makeba. Don't know. Bit. A mite is a small thing. Like the fruits durian and mangosteen. Asian? I don't know. Let's try it. Impudent person. Don't know. Rarely the winner in a nature documentary. That's going to be prey. But a clutch lacks. Don't know. Certain turkey. I don't know. Back to this one. Study with over is pour over. Untimely. late if that's wrong. Because I think this one, isn't a clutch like a purse without a strap? So part of me wanted to make it strap, but I'm just not sure what that would be with clothes and hamper. Piled instead of folded. Cool. Bird in an early warning system is canary. So throw, I don't know what that is, but we'll do the downs. We're gonna do another round of the downs and then see if we can figure out this theme. Wastes way away. Sewer. That is the way that waste gets away. Design deet is a spec, like a twangy voice, nasal, traditional knowledge. Don't know. Codswallop. I don't know what that means. Key material. Ebony. It's talking about piano keys. So there we go. Rapper. Young Gravy. So keg is wrong. I only know about Young Gravy because my local baseball team is obsessed with him and had him. I don't remember if they actually had him as a guest or were like trying to get him as a guest. It's a social media prank. I don't know. String of islands is an archipelago. This does have the question mark there, so it's going to be... Yeah, I just don't know. Don't know anything about Build a Cats. Okay. So snort a barnyard sound? That's like what a pig does. Still don't know that one. Sooner or later. Opens up in a way is blossoms. Okay, now we're starting to get stuff. So these are Leos. I was thinking about this completely wrong. I was thinking about a 4-letter astrological sign, but I was thinking it's actually supposed to be a plural of a 3-letter. Let's see when Leos are a thing. Is it February? July to August. Okay. Woods would work. Here. Lowest of the lows is base. Okay. Featuring with. Okay, we're starting to get stuff. Athlete who snaps. I still don't know this one. Yeah. Feature dirty campaign smears. Get into it, Rascal. It is Rassel, and I'm still mad about that spelling. High class is elite. I was thinking elite before. I should have trusted my gut. Go off on, don't know. Don't mention the cake. Variety. Nope. Fat chance. Barely. I don't feel good about it. Throw. Nope. Alpo. Prime cuts. It's dog food. Brush offs. Nope. There's only so many, but it's a last name, so it could be many. Cunning is wily. Smidge. Dab, maybe? U is the word where the last letter is there. Vessel with a tap. Can an urn be used for liquids? I don't know. Throw. Okay. Could be, I know those woods. I also might have the wrong Robert Frost poem. I know those woods. Those are If it was Bill a Cat would be eek. This is one where I feel more confident looking stuff up because I just like it's so obscure and so weird. And also I want to solve this in a reasonable time so I can publish that first part of me trying out the strands. Let's see if this was those. What would that give us for? I still don't understand this. Athlete who snaps. And I feel like Eon is right. CCTV is right. Those are all I gotta be right. Less. Let's just look at Robert Frost and see if there's other. I mean, I know he has other poems, but That's definitely, if we're talking about classic poems. What do we have from the Poetry Foundation about him? They tend to have like example poems. Or am I thinking poetry.org? No, here, poems by this poet. Acquainted with the night, at Woodward's garden, the death of the hired man, dust of snow. Wow, they don't even have the two roads. For once, then something. First, not all there. Oh, nothing gold can stay is pretty famous. Nature's as green as gold, her heart is you to hold. Her early leaf's a flower, but only so an hour, then leaf subsides to leaf. So Eden sank to grief, so dawn goes down to day, nothing gold can stay. I don't think that's the one that's being referenced here. I mean, this fucking says woods here. It's got to be the two roads diverging. Or stopping by woods on a snowy evening. Or is that literally the one? Ooh, whose woods these are, I think I know. I know those woods. This is the one. I had the totally wrong poem. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds, the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. I always quote that last line. I don't think I remember that was Robert Frost. So I know those woods. Those are... Is this like from the other guy? Is it like those are my house would not be it. This could be I see. Does this give us anything? String of violence? No. Exclamation. Maybe this is eek. It's just a guess. Culture setters. B school. No, this is gonna be econ. So then a subfield econ. No. House in the village, though. Those are... Yeah. I'd settle. No, a settle wouldn't even work because that'd be two E's. Like, yeah, those are my house. That doesn't work. Those are my woods, but then, am I wrong with JB Smoove? Go off on. Yeah, I don't think that's it. Sooner or later, someday, one day. Okay, yeah, those are my. Something's wrong in here. Because what would that have to do with econ? Something of wisdom. I mean, I don't know, because who knows? Oh, ocean of wisdom. So cuts is wrong. Makes shorter in a way. Don't know. Don't know that. Oh, macroeconomics. Mots is to make shorter. Mows. I know whose woods those are. Okay, so it's not easy. So I know whose woods those are. My house is... Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. My house is... This might be from the... It's going to be from the perspective of the guy whose house it is. So I know whose woods those are. My house is... Restless in... Too much. Little horse. Yeah, I think that is. Can't get anything on this. In Impudent person. Maybe a slob? Certain turkey. Don't know. Go off on. Okay. Okay, my we're good with we're good at blah. So, but I think go off on might be yell at. No, because it's my horse is restless. Did it say the horse? Yeah. So this is my horse. This is fun to kind of solve it this way of like guessing the theme. My horse is restless in the snow. No. Just have between the woods froze like to give his hardest bells a shake. I know whose words those are. My horse is restless. I want to say this is Momo, but I have no basis for that. Go off and could also be rant at. I don't actually know. So maybe impudent is snob, or maybe it's nothing. It could be mama. Is it mama? The cake. Maybe it's eat me. Yeah, because Tom's a turkey. It's restless. I have. Fat chance is hardly. So I know whose words these are. My horse is restless. I have to leave. I have a lot. What's happening here? Diddy? Giddy? I have a lot to go giddy up. let's try. I have a lot to go giddy up. I know whose wits those are. My horse is restless. I have a lot to go giddy up. Can we fill that in with other stuff? It could be totally wrong. Throw would be cast then. Brush offs. Yeah, that seems wrong. Oh, nasal is right. So then gab is a smidge. That seems wrong. I have a lot to do. I have a lot to do. Giddy up. Vessel with tap could be an urn. Throw. Peg is like you can peg someone with something. Yeah, because then lore. Cod swallow. I don't know. I might just put a random letter in here. Like it could be. Is the plural of nose Noes? It might be. Culture search. No, a string of islands. Oh, it's a lay. It's a string that you have on islands. It's a string of islands. Not a string of islands, but a string of islands. It's a weird one, but it works. So culture setters is lab. I don't think we're going to hear the music here. I think something's going to be wrong. Probably in that southwest corner, but let's try it. Close, but not quite. Okay. Yeah, gosh, we might even just skip to the answer key here and see what I have wrong here. I don't know if I want to see the whole text right here. I want to see if I can figure out other things that are wrong. Labs, we got rises was good, straps was good, ebony was good. Bill the Cat says ack. Wives was right. Aha was right. JB Smooth was right. Oh, you wrote in Kag and it ended up being Earn. Me too, Sam. We're like literally the same person. Let's look at we're just looking at the southwest to see if there's anything. Tosh and nose is correct. Was there any other ones that I felt weird about? Mama. I think this east part I felt weird about. Snot, Mama, Tom. Those are all good. Lore, Young. Okay, let's just get the lines. I know whose woods these are. My horse is restless. I have a lot to do. Giddy up. I think that's what. So I got the theme, and I'm proud of myself for getting that. This is just kind of the ticky-tack of figuring out exactly which letters I got wrong. So labs, econ, macro, ocean, blab, Leia. Those are all good. Rises. Ooh, this is the one. Oh, because I didn't even look at 21 across. As soon as I got the downs, I was like, great, we're cooking. But look at 21. Denigrates is disses. So lowest of the low, I thought was base. B-A-S-E, it's B-A-S-S for music. Still not enough. There's something else wrong. Eon, Joe, Mama, Mite, Asian, I had, snot, pray, strap, poor, late, canary, sewer. I'm not spotting it. Are you spotting it? Whatever, this has been a pretty long video. I got the gist of it, so I'm not going to make you watch me solve this. But yeah, it was fun trying out a new puzzle, and this was pretty fun. I don't know if I've really seen one like this, or if so it's been a while, where it's like you kind of have the shape of what you're trying to solve, but then it's like it's goofy because it is a retelling. So it required a lot of like creativity. It wasn't just like knowing trivia. It was like, okay, how... I was guessing at words and then seeing what got filled in from there. I bet a lot of people... I'm happy to guess and pencil things. I think a lot of people don't want to write something in unless they know it's the right word. And I bet a lot of those people really struggled with this puzzle. I mean, I struggled with it, but I bet maybe they didn't enjoy it. And I did. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So thanks for watching. Stay safe.